Hi, I'm Brendan Quinn with Proforma Dynamic Resources. We operate out of West Berlin, New Jersey. My 3 keys to success are, I tend to keep it pretty simple. First thing is, you got to get out and see as many customers as possible. And when you do get that opportunity to see your customers, you have to be real energetic, have a great attitude, and really just make the most of that first appointment. Ask as many questions as possible. Find out your customers or your prospects. Find where their problems are. I never ask to quote. I never ask to bid on things. I always ask, tell me what's wrong tell me a problem you're having with your ordering process. And then I always focus on that. When you do get an opportunity to do work for a customer, I always say, always go the extra mile. Pay attention to every little detail. If you have an opportunity, if you're doing t-shirts, do the t-shirts, throw in a sweatshirt for your customer. Always do something extra with that order to show the customer that you're working for them. The third key to success is consider every project that you work on it's a team project between you, your customer, and your vendor. Your vendor in this situation is every bit as important as the customer. The biggest obstacle I've probably faced in business is years ago, as we were getting bigger, just the business outgrowing, too many sales, too many problems, having to spend half your day dealing with the vendors. So what I learned is that you really need to slow everything down, focus on your customers. When you get to a certain point, you got to know when to add people and just handle those problems and move on. You're going to have problems every day in this business. You just can't, you got to realize that no problem is really that great in this business. You can fix anything if there's a problem. And that's how a lot of customers, that's how you can gain customers. When you have problems with the customer, you own up to those problems, you fix the problem, and a lot of times you gain a customer for years by doing that. Well, as of 2013, I recently merged my Proforma business with 2 other owners, Kirk Lind and Victor Mogel. We bought a building, so now we all operate out of the same building. We share a lot of expenses. And the advantages of that is, now instead of working on our own with just my small team, we have a building with 12 to 15 people in it. There's a lot more energy in the building. You can bounce your questions, your problems off the other guys. And it also helps, from a family standpoint. If I want to take a vacation, I know that we have people there covering it. And whereas before, whenever I went on vacation, my phone was always with me. I was checking in with my customers. Now I can kind of go away and let my staff and Kirk and Victor cover for me. I cover for them. It's just a good situation. Because of the way we have our business structured, before, I would go into the office at 7 in the morning, and a lot of times I would not leave the office till 7 at night, and that spent a day of seeing customers. Now we have more people working on the projects, so I have a 3rd grade and a 4th grade girl, and I coach both of their basketball teams. So during this season, 3 nights a week, I'm leaving the office at 5 o'clock. I go home, get something to eat, go to their games. If I have work to do, I can do it later, but it allows me to coach my daughter's teams, which is nice. Well, if you're getting started today, you have to use every tool at your disposal to try and see as many people as possible. You can still do it. You just have to be be real energized, be real positive. People can tell when you're down. When you walk into a customer's office, you want to bring as much energy as possible. People feel that, they know. So if you can do that, there's business to be had out there, but you gotta work hard. And when you get an opportunity to do work for a customer, and I don't care if it's a business card, and they ask you to redesign it, do it to the best of your ability. Have an artist do 6 designs. Do whatever you can to impress that customer, because that business card could lead to a forms order, it could lead to an importing opportunity, it could lead to a website. So treat every order as if it's the last order you're going to do for that customer. And if you can do that, you'll keep customers for a long time, and chances are you'll do well in this business.